Okay, I wanted to do number 7C for you here. I guess you did A and B, and you needed to get a sample size of a particular number to guarantee that it would be normally distributed. The sample distribution would be normally distributed. And then you were asked what was the probability of having a sample mean time less than 20 minutes if you had a sample size of 40, and you got that. This part C is actually asking the question in reverse. Usually a lot of questions we are given a value for the random variable and asked to find the probability that it'll be less than that value or more than that value or between two values. Here we're given the probability, so we're going backwards. That means on the calculator we're going to be filling out this and getting the probabilities here. Okay, so a store manager wants to set a bonus goal that if they do 40 oil changes, which we're considering our sample here, and have a mean time that would only occur less than 10% of the time. So it's a reach goal for the employees there. So what we do here is we set up our normal curve calculator, and here, because we want to know what mean oil change time would be less than 10% chance, we're going to put 0.1 here, right? That's 10%. And we're trying to figure out what value would create less than a 10% chance of meeting it. So now we need the mean, which is given right here at 21.6. And we need the standard deviation of the sample distribution. Since my sample size is 40, right, I'm just going to calculate that real quick. We're going to take the standard deviation of the underlying distribution and divide it by the square root of the sample size. So that's going to be, what was that? 3.9 divided by the square root of 40. Our sample size is 40. So that gives us a standard deviation of about a little over half a minute. Just copy and paste that in there. Now I'm just going to compute. And you can see it on the graph, right? This value right here of 20.8, right? 20.8 minutes. Only 10% of the time would a sample size of 40 have an average oil change time of less than 20.8 minutes. Okay, so that's kind of our reach goal. 90% of the time, employees doing 40 oil changes would not average less than this, but 10% of the time they will. That's why it's a good goal. Okay, so 20.89. Yeah. So I hope that, sorry, it's not 20.89, it's 20.8, right? Because that's a 0 when I round. So I hope that helps on 7C.